Hello everyone, this is Ibrahim Aljada again. In this lesson we'll be covering two letters, the Sīn and Shīn letters. Throughout the lesson you will notice that there are many similarities between the two letters, which warrants the idea of lumping them together in one lesson. Again, I need to remind you that for ultimate benefit, please follow the exact sequence of lessons in this course, starting with the introduction, followed by lesson 1, and so on. Thank you. Here we see how the Sīn or Sa letter is produced. It is produced in this zone where the tip of the tongue touches the lower teeth. So when the tip of the tongue touches the lower teeth, we could have a Sīn or Sa letter. In this diagram we see how the Shīn or Sha letter is produced. It is produced in this zone where the middle of the tongue touches the upper palate. Again, it is produced by the middle of the tongue touching the upper palate. These are two ways you could write the full name of the Sīn letter in English, but you could write it in a way that's more convenient to you. And these are two ways we could write the full name for the Shīn or Sha letter. In Arabic, this is how we write the full name of the letter Sa or Sīn, and this is how we write the full name of the letter Sha or Shīn. I recommend memorizing the full name of each letter. It makes your life easier for future communication regarding the Arabic alphabet. Here we see how the Sīn or Sa letter looks like when it is alone, and for it to be alone, this can only take place at the end of a word. This is how it looks like when it is at the beginning of a word. In the middle of a word, it could look like this or like this. At the end of a word, it can be like this as if it is alone, or connected to a letter before. What about the Shīn or Sha letter? So this is how the Shīn letter looks like when it is alone. This is how it looks like when it is at the beginning of a word. And this is how the Shīn letter looks like when it is in the middle of a word, and it could be connected to a letter before. What about if it was at the end of a word? It can look like as if it is alone or connected to a letter before. Let's practice. So how are the two letters Sīn and Shīn written? Again, this is a practice zone. You can practice on your own, pause the video, or try to test yourself when I show you how each letter looks like. For simplicity, you could write the Sīn letter like that, the Shīn letter as if it is a Sīn letter with 3 dots on top. As you notice, in this format, the Sīn and Shīn are both on the horizontal line. could write it fancier like that. Sīn, Shīn, Sīn connected to a letter before, Shīn connected to a letter before. If the Sīn letter is alone, at the end you draw what looks like almost a semicircle, most of which is below the line, below the horizontal line. How do you expect the Shīn to be like when it is alone? Very much like the Sīn letter, except for 3 dots on top. If you want to go fancier, you can write it like this: Sīn, Shīn. How about if each one of them is connected to a letter before? Sīn, Shīn. Pause the video and practice. In the next session, we'll be covering the short vowels: fatha, dhamma, kasra, and sukoon. It is important to remind you that even though the sukoon or the stop sign is considered for convenience in this course as a short vowel, you cannot incorporate the sukoon in tanween or shadda formations. Please remember that. So based on your experience from the previous lessons in this course, how would you read this letter? With a fatha, a. This becomes sa. Sa. What about the addition of a dhamma? Su. Su. With the addition of a kasra, si. Si. How about the addition of a sukoon or a stop sign? S. S. How about the Shīn letter with the fatha, sha, sha, with the dhamma, shu, shu, with a kasra, shi, shi, with a sukoon, ish, ish. Let's practice. Sa, su, si, is, sa, su, si, is, sha, shu, shi, ish, ish, sha, shu, shi, ish. notice that there is a letter connecting before. In the next session, we'll be covering the long vowels, حروف المد, a, u, e. This is how the seen or sa letter would look like when it is attached with any of the long vowels, alif, waw, ya, sa. Long vowel alif, su, long vowel waw, si, long vowel ya. Let's see how the sheen letter would look like when it is attached to any of the long vowels. The sheen letter with the addition of any of the long vowels, a, u, e, sha, shu, she. Let's practice. Sa, su, si, sha, shu, she. Sa, su, sha, shu. In the following session, we'll be covering the tanween. Remember, tanween fatha, tanween dhamma, tanween kasra, or two fathas, two dhammas, two kasras. Let's go there. I need to remind you that tanween can happen only at the end of a word, and if there is tanween fatha or two fathas, you need to add the silent long vowel alif. San, san. The seen is attached to a letter before with the two dhammas. Sun, sun. And the seen can only take this shape or this shape when it is at the end of a word. With tanween kasra, sin, sin. Here the seen is attached to a letter before. Let's go to the sheen letter. Sheen, two fathas, shan, shan. Two dhammas, shun, shun. Two kasras, shin, shin. Try to practice on your own. Let's go there. San, sun, sun, shan, shun, shun. Sin, sin. Shin. In the next session, we'll be covering shadda with a short vowel. Shadda with fatha for the Sīn letter. Sa. Sa. Shadda with dhamma. Su. Su. Shadda with kasra. Issi. Issi. What about the Shīn letter? Just like this one, you just need to add the 3 dots on top of the Sīn letter to make it a Shīn. Let's go there. The Shīn letter. Shadda with fatha. Ish. Ish. Shadda with dhamma. Ishu. Ishu. Shadda with kasra. Ishi. Ishi. Let's practice. Shadda with a short vowel for both letters Sīn and Shīn. You can pause the video, challenge yourself, practice on your own and come back, or follow through in the next session. Sa. Sa. Sh. Su. Shu. Si. She. Pause the video, practice on your own, challenge yourself. In the following session, we'll be covering shadda with tanween or tanween shadda. So there's a shadda with tanween fatha, or shadda with tanween dhamma, or shadda with tanween kasra. Based on your experience with previous lessons, try to figure out how the Sīn and Shīn letters may look like when they are combined with a shadda with one of the tanweens we've studied before. Shadda with tanween fatha or 2 fathas. San. San. Remember, tanween can only take place at the end of a word. And remember, with tanween fatha, you need to add the long vowel alif. How about shadda with 2 dhammas? Sun. Sun. How about shadda with tanween kasra? Sin. Sin. How about the Shīn letter? Very much like these formats, except for the addition of 3 dots on top of the Sīn letter to make it a Shīn. Let's go there. Shīn. Shadda with 2 fathas or tanween fatha. Shan. Shadda with 2 dhammas. Shun. Shadda with 2 kasras. Shin. Let's practice. San. What do you think? The sun. Sin. What about the Shīn? الشن الشن الشين. In the next session, there'll be vocabulary and quiz time for what we've studied so far. For the vocabulary, this is beyond what you are expected to know, but this is for your own curiosity. I hope it triggers you to master more Arabic levels. So I'll be showing you real Arabic words and their corresponding meaning in English. How do you read this word? We've taken all the letters related to this word before. Bashushun. It means cheerful. What do you think of this word? Sahabin. You can challenge yourself and try sahaban, sahabun. The tanween at the end here is related to the position of the word in a sentence and its grammatical relations, which is beyond the scope of this course. But knowing that there are these formats will help you be able to read Arabic and hopefully trigger you to know more about Arabic. Sahabin, clouds. Or you could use Sahubun, Suhubin, Suhuban, also meaning clouds. What about this word with a tanween dhamma at the end? Asasun. It means foundation. Asasun. What do you think of this word here? Shababan. You can try as well and write shababin, shababun, which is the masculine form of youth or adolescence. The feminine form in Arabic is shabatin, shabatin. What about this word here with a tanween dhamma at the end? You can turn it into a tanween kasra or fatha. Challenge yourself. Ashjarun, ashjarin, ashjaran. It is ashjarun here in this format. Or you could write it as shajaran or shajarun or shajarin. It means trees. What about the words here? Shari sun means malicious. How do you read this word here with a tanween kasra at the end? Sarabin. It means phantom. What do you think of this word here with a tanween fatha at the end? Sharaban. You can try sharabun, sharabin, but it is here sharaban, meaning a drink. What about this word here? Shiririn, shiririn. How should it look like if there was a tanween dhamma at the end? Shirirun. What about a tanween fatha at the end? Shiriran, with the addition of a long vowel silent alif at the end. It means evil, wicked. What do you think of these genuine Arabic words? Sirajun, lamp. Sirajun, lamp. Shabahan, ghost. Shijarun, dispute. Sirrun, secret. سرداب tunnel. Try to change the short vowels, the tanweens, add shadda, and experiment with these words. Just turn them into imaginary words with the addition and modification from your own imagination, changing the vowels, the tanweens, and whatever is convenient for you to be better. Practice, practice, practice is critical to program your brain and make it easy over time. Trees. شجر. Lamp. سراج. سراج. Tunnel. سرداب. سرداب. How about these words? شبح. شبح. شجار. شجار. This is not ashjar, which means trees, or shajarun, which means trees. This is shijarun, a dispute, a fight. Sharabun, drink. Sharabin, again, drink. Foundation. Asasun, clouds. Sahabun, or suhubun, phantom. Sarabun. Sarabin. We come now to the end of this lesson. Please make sure you finish the course. And remember, practice and hard work are the only recipe to master Arabic language. There is no other way. Hope to see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.